introduction, we are assigned to do an ethical hacking on network, which is from the website that we have chosen. Our purposes are to find the vulnerabilities of the website as a white hat hacker. In this ethical hacking, we will use penetration tests that involve 3 steps, which are footprinting, scanning vulnerability, and exploitation.
Now I would like to present about vulnerabilities and exploit. Vulnerabilities and exploit consist of 3 steps, which are footprinting, scanning, and exploit. The first step is footprinting. An ethical hacking approach called footprinting is a step in the recognition process that is used to learn as much as possible about a target computer, network or system, and infrastructure and networks in order to spot possibilities to penetrate them. In this project, we will use passive footprinting technique, which involves obtaining information on a target website without establishing physical contact by doing so through various publications or public reports. Now I would like to demonstrate the footprinting step in pen test. First of all, we need a command prompt to define IP address of the targeted website. As we can see, this is an IP address we can get from the targeted website. Next, we will use who is website. Who is website is used to define information about the target website. To get the information, we use an IP address. This is the result. As we can see, this is the result we can get from who is. Additionally, we can use who is domain to get the information about the targeted website. This is an information we can get from this website. The next software we can use is Anak. Anak software offers host information, network topology, open ports, and etc. The security open ports show how susceptible the system is to attack. The security system of the target can be inferred to be relatively secure based on our finding that only one port was discovered to be open. As we can see, this is the result of the targeted website using Mnet scanning. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good evening to madam. My name is Sharifah Aniza, and I will be presenting on the scanning vulnerabilities. For scanning, we decided to use Vega software, where it is a free and open source web security scanner and web security testing tool for evaluating the security of the web application. The first step will be open the Vega software that we have installed to begin the scanning. Next, click the scan button in the navigation bar to launch a new scan for the website that we have targeted. Then we enter the scan target URL, then proceed to choose whether to hit the finish button or the next button. This is how the output should look as the scanner progresses, and then we wait. This shows that the vulnerabilities has been successfully scanned. The scan alert summary highlighted the website vulnerabilities, and if we look into the result, there are 4 categories of vulnerabilities in Vega that categorized as high for red, medium for orange, low for green, and info for blue. These are the vulnerabilities of our targeted website. One of the results of the scanning is the cross-site scripting, or we call as XSS. The exact impact is highly dependent on the application, where XSS is typically a threat to applications that require authenticated users or other applications that are security sensitive. Malicious code may be able to change a website appearance or functionality for a different user. Next, we have a potential command injection vulnerability that has been discovered by Vega. It is possible for attackers to issue commands to the server. Unauthorized remote access may result from exploitation. Other than that, SQL injection is also one of the weaknesses in which remote attackers may use these flows to read or write data from the database layer without authorization. Possible XML injection that is in the medium category of the scanning. Depending on how the XML document is used, this can have an impact on the logic of the program. Data utilized or stored by the application may lose their integrity as a result of XML injection. This Vega software is actually easy to use since the software gives you a deeper explanation of the weakness of your website. That's all from me, and I will pass the next part to the next person. Thank you.
Hello and good evening. Today I will be showing the attack path for our group project, and in this project we are using DDoS and low orbit. So I will key in some random information to check if the website is working perfectly. The website is working perfectly, and the ID entered has been registered. So I will go back to the main page and proceed with the attack. So in the IP for the site is 145.145.64. The open port is 80 using TCP and sending 1000 threads. So I will start the attack now, and I will key in some random information to check if the website is working. And the site now is loading very slowly, meaning that the attack is successful. That's all from me. Thank you.
In this recommendation to keep your website secure, firstly is to keep your software and plugins current. Many websites are invaded every day as a result of outdated software. Potential hackers and bots are scoring websites for flaws. Secondly, use HTTPS and SSL certificate. To make sure your website is safe, you must use a secure URL. If site visitors provide you a private information, you must send it through HTTPS rather than HTTP. Thirdly is to create a unique password. Keep track of all the password protected website, database, and apps is difficult. Many people use the same password on many websites to help them remember their login information. Lastly is to make advantage of a secure web host. Consider your website's domain name to be a street address. Consider the web host to be the real estate on which your website exists online.
Conclusion. As a conclusion, we can apply a DDoS attack to penetration tests on the targeted website. We also can perform 3 steps in penetration tests, which are footprinting, scanning vulnerabilities, and exploitations. We are able to manage to do a penetration test with fully steps by using Nmap, low orbit, and who.is. We successfully do a penetration testing and got the website's information.